Hello and welcome back to GTone Guitars. Today we're going to take a look at this guitar from RJ Guitars, the Broadcaster. Stick around. Boy, not much knife needed. Again, this is from Amazon. This is out of the Basic Electric series. Okay, so this guitar was under $100 and it really had some impressive specs, such as bone nut, stainless steel ball end frets. The cavity is shielded against humming, so it's got shielding paint in the cavity. So bone nut, stainless steel ball end frets, and a shielded cavity on a sub-$100 guitar is pretty impressive if it actually has all that good stuff. It does come with a gig bag, RJ branded. And no, RJ is not Randy Jackson. That's the first thing that popped into my mind. RJ is for Ramon Jacinto, who is the owner and founder of RJ Guitars, a Philippines-based company. I'll put a link to that in the description too if you want to check it out and take a closer look at some of their guitars. Cord, strap, and that's it. Yep. An adult could use this. However, an adult should not use this. Let's take a look at the guitar. And I thought it was odd that it was called a Broadcaster. I'm honestly not sure who owns that brand or trademark, if anyone. But Broadcaster was the original name of the Telecaster when Fender released it in 1950, and then Gretsch owned Broadcaster with a K, so they said cease and desist, don't do that, so Fender named it the Telecaster. RJ is naming this the Broadcaster. I like the headstock. And this color is billed as mustard. Volume tone, 3-way switch, 2 single coils. These are ceramic. So nothing wrong with ceramic. I prefer Alnico, and the more expensive versions of these guitars have Alnico. But the price difference between this and the next model is pretty severe. So severe that the Alnico pickups, which might be the only benefit, maybe a different body too, I don't know. This has ceramic pickups. Okay, the little tag has a string gauge on it. I could read it. It's so small. And this is millimeters. Holy crap. Holy crap. Now this says it's 2 millimeters, but the action looks way lower than that to me. So let me check it on my gauge. Out of the box, the action is 2 millimeters at the low E and 1 millimeter at the high E. If this thing doesn't buzz, I will be surprised. Do love the headstock. Hope that's not glaring. There we go. Got the Broadcaster logo with an RJ up here in silver inlay or silver sticker or whatever. Now the description says it has a bone nut. I can confirm that is a bone nut. Wow. The strings are really just almost laying on the fretboard. So it does have the bone nut. It said it had stainless steel ball end frets. These are not quite ball end, but they're certainly not bad. Yeah, you don't feel any fret. The frets look really nice. Okay, you can see the wood grain through the paint, and it's supposed to have a Paulina body. And I can't tell how many pieces this is. Got an RJ logo on the neck faceplate. It's a string through. A lot of cheap guitars are not string through, so that's good. Okay, the Mustard Broadcaster from RJ Guitars. Again, RJ is Ramon Jacinto. Individual saddles instead of the barrels. I like that. That's a nice touch. The reviews on Amazon were not that good, so we're going to find out. Just as I feared. Okay. What are we gonna have to do to fix this? Let's check the neck just to make sure it's straight before we do anything. Let's see if we can just go ahead and fix this right here on the spot. Might not be too bad. No up bow. Okay, so the neck is really straight. It might benefit from not being quite so straight. So let's loosen the truss rod just a tad bit. Maybe put a little relief into it, and that could potentially help the action. Although the truss rod is not always for action, you know what I mean? Okay, that's a little bit of a turn. Not nearly enough, I don't think. Still flat as could be. I really do need to put some relief into this thing. Loosen truss rod. Okay, and it's giving me some pushback, so hopefully that means it is a two-way. And I can see just the tiniest sliver of light under there. I'm going to give it another little turn. I'm going to give it another turn, or another little quarter turn, a little eighth of a turn, as much as I can possibly turn it. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do. I think we're going to have to raise the saddles a little bit as well. Okay, let's retune and see if that did us anything. So I might have some high frets there too. But doing that definitely helped. Okay, let's check the intonation on this beast. Probably something I'm going to have to do there too as well. I'm like, that is way off. Well, it's because there's a high fret and it's actually fretting up here. All right, I'm going to stop there because there's not much more I can do. There's a little bit of work that needs to be done here to finish off this RJ Guitar Broadcaster mustard finish. Here is my final thoughts, my initial thoughts. Like I said, on Amazon, it's not getting great reviews, and if it comes out of the box like this, I can see why. Without adjusting the neck, it was totally unplayable. The strings were pretty much sandwiched to the fretboard, gave it a little bit of relief, and it's a little better. No issues with the tuners. They're the cheap generic that you find on everything else, but they work. The nut is bone. It is cut. Dang, I mean, not a sliver to spare. It's cut almost a little too low, which might be part of the reason why it's fretting out some places. It definitely has a couple of high frets. I can tell that for sure. Up here about the 12th. I did put a little bit of relief into the neck, of course. The neck is really comfortable. I like the neck. No issues there. It's a satin finish, and it's, pretty smooth. I like the bone nut. Again, the action on this came very, very low, unplayably low, and it does need a few strings intonated. If you're a person that can get a guitar out of a box and set it up yourself, then don't hesitate to get one of these, because these are pretty nice for, sub-hundy. If you're going to have to take this to a tech and pay 80 or 90 bucks to have it set up, then you might want to rethink this, or get it and learn how to set it up. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that will show you how. I don't know if I have any good ones, but there's ones much better than me, of course. It's not hard to set up a guitar. If you get a cheap one like this, don't pay 100 bucks to somebody else. Learn how to do it yourself. The worst case scenario is you ruin the guitar and you're out, I don't know, however much you spent on it. Most likely, you'll learn how to do it properly. You'll enjoy doing it yourself, and you'll save a wad of cash too. Stainless steel is not fun to set up because it's stainless steel. So having it set up right when you get it is really a big, big plus. As always, there will be a link in the description below. That is an affiliate link. If you click it, it helps me out. It helps the channel grow. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you're not already a subscriber, please like and subscribe. I do appreciate that too. So until next time, take care of yourself, enjoy your inexpensive guitars, and... So I just want to let you know that this guitar actually turned out to be really, really nice. That is, after I took the neck off and replaced it. Now, these are not stainless steel frets, thank God. And look how the color matches up. I think it looks great. And this was a neck that I had laying around from TEMU. Now, when I took the old one off, it had a sandpaper shim. I tried it without, but definitely needed one. I used a plastic half-degree shim. Perfect. The action is perfect. Every single fret is fine. Having stainless steel frets on a guitar is great if they are set up right. If not, forget about it. Every time I fixed a problem, a new problem appeared. The frets weren't seated right. They were floating around, so I went, I glued them, I clamped them, I leveled them, and tell you what, you can't level stainless steel very easily. It took a file and a half. And even then, it still grounded out and buzzed, and unless you set the action like this high, it was unplayable. So there's a definite defect here. If I wasn't such a fixer-upper, I would have sent this one back for sure and just got a refund. However, I don't mind a little project, and I really do like how it turned out with the TEMU neck. I had some TEMU locking tuners laying around. I think they were $11 for the set, and they're total not good junk. They're not good. Unless the string is wound, the lockers won't even grip it. So the E, the B, the G, they would actually just slide right out. So I had to use it like a regular tuner for that. So these are junk. So they'll get replaced. But I like the fact that they're black. They look good with the skunk stripe and the mustard oaky thing. Anyhow, now that it actually is playable, I mean really, really playable. Oh, thank you for letting me entertain myself with my new, well, it's still an RJ Guitars broadcaster, I guess. It just has a different neck, and it plays and sounds, well, it plays a whole lot better and sounds a whole lot better as a result of it playing so much better. So if you do decide to get one of these, just keep your receipt handy so you can, oh, that's the dog. If you get a hot mess of a fretboard like I did on this, then just send it back. Don't even try to play with it. If you take it to a tech, they're going to charge you double because it's got stainless steel frets on it. So just send it back. Maybe exchange it. See if another one's better. If not, send it back. Unless you have a spare neck laying around that you want to slap on a guitar. I don't know. Anyhow, it turned out pretty good. So, I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, take care of yourself, enjoy your tellies, and peace.